These are tickets?
Yes. Tokyo Disney. Sit down, Grant. What are we taking to Tokyo?
Train. Bullet train.
Bullet train.
Welcome to our crazy life. We're a family of 7 traveling the world full-time.
Chris, Leslie, Lucy, Grant, Lincoln, Harrison, and Grace.
We are the 7 Wayfinders.
We made it, and we have time to spare. Major victory.
I honestly, I feel like I've somehow lost somewhere else.
I can't win without losing somewhere else.
Yes, I won. No, I left a child. Moving right along, just as fast as we can. Well, we're on the road again. We're on the road again. Waiting to catch our train. If I can keep my kids from falling off the track, we'll be set. All right. What was the hardest part of this morning?
It wasn't too bad because we pre-packed yesterday. Honestly, I'll have to say this is the first time we packed after a month that I really wasn't that stressed. I kind of have control of what we own and know where it is, and it's just a matter of sorting it now. So it wasn't too bad because we pre-packed so we could play yesterday, and I liked it.
Sweet. I'd say the hardest part of this morning was when I got a phone call from the States at 3 in the morning. That was the hardest part. On a work day, I'm normally up and working away, but last night we were like, is that our alarm?
No,
Is it time to get up?
There wasn't a we in
She was
that.
totally confused. I was like, it's okay,
I was like,
honey.
go turn off your phone, put it on silent. And he was like, what time is it? Is it time to get up? And I was like, I'm just turning your phone on silent.
She is.
We found out this is the train we would have taken to Kyoto.
Let's not talk about that. Sometimes I wonder if they put a sedative in the water in this country. Everyone is so calm.
No. So are you sad to leave Osaka?
No.
No.
I'm not. I'm not sad. It was chill. I think Japan kind of its people takes time to warm up to.
Yeah.
And when you really warm up to it, I'm sure it's really awesome. And there was tons we liked. We enjoyed last night. We enjoyed the square, and it was just, we've enjoyed a lot. And Nara was really awesome.
Kyoto is really cool.
I think it still does kind of feel like a giant senior citizen center. Honestly, it's kind of a little tainted because we're going to Portugal right after this, and I'm so excited about the Portuguese, I can barely hold it in.
It's been really fun to come. I really loved the Osaka Castle and some of the attractions in Osaka, but I'm ready to move on to Tokyo. From what we've heard, Tokyo's going to be a little more familiar, a little more English, a little more expat.
So we're now into our 13th month.
We are. Over a year.
How do you feel about that?
I feel like we're really hitting a good groove. We're just all in this rhythm of oh, we leave in 2 days. No one's stressing out or losing sleep anymore. Now we're just oh, gotta do laundry. Oh, gotta pack. Oh, time to leave. And no one's mega stressed about it anymore. We're always still sad about what we can't fit.
We're hiking Mount Fuji.
Oh yeah, we're hiking Mount Fuji.
We're hiking Mount Fuji.
And we're having a week alone.
And we're oh yes. Yes. Honey, I told you not to bring me to tears on camera.
Abby and Bree are coming in just a little less than 2 weeks.
So excited.
Grant cries every time we bring it up. It's gonna be hard.
He'll like it. It'll be hard.
Hard on the kids, but
They pretty much, Grace, I don't think she's known a moment alone except for her nap time for her whole life.
and if I leave for a whole afternoon, the next day she's way clingy. So it's gonna be a little rough. It'll take her a few days to forgive me, I think.
Probably.
Now we're in Yokohama for a week, staying at a traditional Japanese house. Would you call it a house?
Yeah, totally. I would totally call it a house. Compared on Japanese standards, I even hit my head already. It hurts. It hurts bad. It's right, you know what it's like when it's right above your eyesight, but not higher than your head. And I've got a big head, so it's just boom, knocked it clean. It hurt.
We've arrived a little bit early, so we're out to explore until we can officially check in. And all they said to us was, lots of luggage. We said, yeah, we have 7 people and we're traveling the world, so, yep. Yeah, there's a cool Japanese garden that's gonna be a major Grace danger zone. Howdy, howdy. We got to a house in Yokohama, and it's not all we hoped. But it is cool in some ways. So I'm gonna show you around before we leave tomorrow. It's a really big house in Yokohama with a lot of these sleeping rooms. And most of it's kind of outdated, but it has 2 floors. Come on, Ingen. Check out this giant tatami living room.
To play in here.
Anyway, out there is a cool, like, Japanese garden. Look at these yucky blankets.
So gross. I just feel gross. Can we please go to sleep? I feel like I smell dog. First off, as part of our travel, we try to get some pretty cool spots. And online, we saw this house that was renting out for like 40 grand a month. And we were like, whoa, we can't afford that. It's got to be beautiful. And they had this awesome set of pictures where people are standing on these bridges going across ponds, and the house looks gorgeous and beautiful. And you're like, whoa, must be a big yard. And they say it's kind of outside of Tokyo. So you think, all right, good, it's going to like have some land. And I'm like, hey, let's ride them and see if we can get a bit of a discount and stay for a few days. So they were nice and offered a discount, and we booked it for a few days, and when we showed up, it was nothing like how it was advertised.
We took the bullet train
from Osaka
to Disneyland.
Tokyo.
We did Disney first, yeah.
We stayed in Tokyo, did Disney first, and then we
were going to go to this house for a week.
And we took a taxi, which was about an hour.
And very expensive, by the way.
Yeah, very
like
expensive.
$250.
Yeah. So then we head out there, and we get there, and we're like, where is it?
They drop us off.
There's like a house and a driveway, and the guy's like pointing up the driveway. He's like, that's it. And it's like the side of this junky looking house, and we're like, what?
Well, they are very expensive houses in Tokyo, but it's just like a suburb. I mean, it's nothing special.
Then we like walk up, and there's barely enough room to even walk. Like, you're walking on the dirt, like gravel, like garden-esque thing, and like you're carrying your luggage across, barely not falling into this pond. And it's like, I'm realizing he literally probably took the photos for this house from like his window,
or
like
his
neighbor's window or neighbor's front door. And there's like no yard. And
well, there is a pond. There is a little bridge.
There's a little pond, little bridge.
There's some little trees.
Yeah.
But it's all surrounded by houses.
Yeah.
It's in the middle of a city.
Yeah, and we're
and
like,
you would have to be very specific with the angle to get the shots that he got.
Oh. So then we're like, okay, well, maybe the inside will be great. And we go in, and it's like Grandma Sycamore's house. Like,
I'm pretty sure people live there who are on the elderly side. It smells like old people live there. Let's be honest.
We love all of our old people.
We love our grandmas and grandpas.
It just wasn't what we'd anticipated.
We just didn't think we were going to stay there.
Advertised. Let's be clear. The advertisement to the deliverable was very off in our minds.
So we show up. They're not ready for us. So we drop all of our luggage in the entry and go buy a week's worth of groceries. We go to the park, go buy a bunch of groceries. Chris takes the littles back to put them down for a nap. I'm hauling all the groceries with the big kids. We're struggling. We get there. Chris is now asleep, and I walk in, and I'm like, oh, no. Oh, no. Like, it smells bad. It's a little dirty. There's, like, crumbs in the drawers and the fridge.
The blankets are wrapped in these, like, totally ghetto, like, fishnet things.
Really weird. The bedding was really weird.
Horrible. I'm like, I feel gross.
Oh, the whole thing just felt gross. We wake up from a nap and start dinner, and I'm like, honey, how much are we paying for this house? And he tells me, and I'm like, oh no.
We're done.
I don't even know if I could be paid to stay. I'm not paying that.
We packed up
We booked it out of there.
and we booked it out of there the next morning, paid him for a shorter stay.
We did pay an exorbitant amount of money for the one night that we stayed.
Luckily, we had another place already booked,
Yeah.
and so we were able to make it there. And
We just went back to Tokyo.
it was phenomenal.
We
and
loved our
we
other
loved
place.
Tokyo.
We love Tokyo.
Yeah, I would practically live there if I could work out the whole tax situation. I loved it that much.
Yeah, Tokyo's amazing. Yokohama
Fuji.
is supposed to be amazing too. There's a ton of things to see, but we were not going to go back after that horrible experience.
Nope.
But we got to explore the house a little bit and taught our kids that pictures aren't always what they seem.
Lesson for all of you.
Yes,
If
Chris
you
learned a good lesson.
Look the address up on Google Maps. That'll tell you a ton about where you're going and really help you avoid any significant mistakes. The
Going
other
there.
lesson is, look, if you hit a bad spot, don't just like rough it out.
Yeah,
Find another place
don't
to get
suffer
out.
through.
Yeah, don't suffer
We
through.
were so glad we left, and we felt really, really, really,
did.
really bad. And, y'all make mistakes. So we've had some mistakes for sure in our booking processes. This was our worst so far. We've never felt so like such a mistake was made. But we got it out of there, and it ended up being a really funny story now.
All right. It was fun.
Check out our
And
other videos in Tokyo, too.
Talking about this makes me miss Tokyo.
Yeah, Tokyo is amazing. We
love
loved
Tokyo.
Tokyo. It is quite expensive though, so we're gonna have to save in our piggy bank to go
our
back to
particular
Tokyo.
spending habits combined with Tokyo
Combined with
created
7 people.
a lot of expense.
Okay, make sure to subscribe.
Yep.
Watch our other videos.
Subscribe, and travel.
Travel.
With
We
your
want
family.
to encourage you to travel with your kids. Check out our tips and tricks for
Yep.
all of our locations that we've been to, and we'll see you later.
All right. See ya.